gamers, it's Preachy. Summer has arrived in the UK. Officially, summer is here, and today I was doing things like this, and things like this. So I've had a really great Saturday, which meant I couldn't edit the main video. That takes me a long time. But a big question has been floating around. In fact, I've had 34 emails concerning this one issue, so I thought I should raise it with you. Let's put it down the question, the best one I thought came out. From Salabim, Preach! I'm sure you're aware, Mr. Pandera Beta was just released and many people got access. However, I did not. And I bought the annual pass on the day it was announced at BlizzCon. Blizzard have said that people who had their accounts the longest will have priority. Well, I have had my account for 5 years and did not get an invite. I feel ripped off by Blizzard and want them to refund me as they did not deliver on their promise. I would like to hear your thoughts on this. Oh Blizzard, why do you forsake us? Why have you shaken our trust? Because you have. Blizzard is one of the companies that we like to trust. They say things like it's ready when it's ready, which means we don't want to release a poor quality product. They only have 3 games, and those 3 games are fucking amazing. Let's face facts, they are some of the best games on the planet, and consistently the best games. There's not an up and down with Blizzard, they tend to always be really good. And now this is going to sort of made us think twice about Blizzard's marketing, and the situation is actually slightly worse than you realise. Personally, I have not had a beta invite, and I'm not actually that bothered yet. Let me put it that way. I'm not that bothered yet. Yes, I also bought the annual pass on the day it was announced at BlizzCon. I knew I would be playing World of Warcraft for the next 12 months. I run a YouTube channel containing lots and lots of World of Warcraft information. It made sense. I was also going to play Diablo 3, and I would get it for free. And they also said, this is what their marketing said, you will get an invite to the Mist of Pandaria beta when the beta goes live. Now, people who had the image originally saved and have found old marketing from Blizzard, it actually specifically states you will get a beta invite as soon as the beta goes live. 3 or 4 days ago, Blizzard retconned that marketing and changed it to saying you will get a Mist of Pandaria invite during the Mist of Pandaria beta, not when Mist of Pandaria goes live. They changed it, much like when Wolverine goes and does something totally awesome in some comic book, and the next story doesn't really revolve around that storyline. They go back and they retcon it and they change the past. Not smooth. Definitely not smooth moves by Blizzard. That's pretty shocking, to be honest. It's the first time I've really seen some really shady marketing by Blizzard. Let's address the first issue. People who bought it on the day and didn't get it. This is the main problem, is we bought it on the basis that we were told we will get our Mist of Pandaria beta when it goes live, and that did not happen. It didn't happen for many people. Loads of people. A lot of the press got it and the huge YouTubers got it, but that's to be expected. They're considered press and they will put out publicity. Blizzard obviously believes in their product. They believe Mr. Pandaria will be good, and they're happy to have the big guys get it out there. And concerning the players, those average Joes, which I am a part of, I have an average Joe in the World of Warcraft world as far as Blizzard is concerned, and that's cool. I consider myself an average Joe as well. I can say from Method's point of view, we also didn't get any guild invites or anything like that, which people seem to think that these guilds get. We didn't do anything like that. We expected it, and then they've gone and changed the marketing. That's pretty shoddy, but on the other side of it, they did announce this in October. October. That's a long time ago, guys. October, they said it would be in waves. In fact, they said over 1 million people bought the annual pass. Did you really think they were going to give 1 million beta invites on the day 1 of Mist of Pandaria beta? You shouldn't have. That's a very stupid thing to think, and I understand why some of you feel entitled to that. Yes, the marketing did say that, but common sense also tells you that's not likely to happen. Come on, guys, let's get fucking real for a second and stop being self-entitled pricks. Sending these emails, I want my money back, blah 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 blah. Common sense often comes into play eventually, guys. Being in waves is normal, standard fucking practice, plain and simple. It's standard practice. If they were to let 1 million people access the very few beta servers they have running, the system would crash. None of us would be able to play. For the most part, a lot of people who bought the annual pass actually won't even play Mr. Pandaria beta. They may log in once or twice. This happens with the PTRs. In fact, the main people who play the PTRs are often endgame raiders, endgame PvPers, and a few casual players who log in, check stuff out, do a couple of heroics, etc., and then tend to not log in again. In fact, most of the time, the PTRs and betas are for people to try other classes that are already capped. They like playing with pre-mades, If you go into any of the PTR 5-mans and many of the beta 5-mans, I have taken part in every single beta at one point or another for World of Warcraft. You'll just find people saying, I've never played this class before, I've never played this class before, and they tend to just have a bit of a dot around, a bit of a... Well, they're not testing, that's the problem, they're not testing. The main testers are going to be the people who regularly raid and regularly do PvP at an appropriate level, and they check out bugs, and they're actually reporting bugs. This is a beta. People don't realise it's not a pre-release of the game, which seems to what causes most of the anger, is people seem to think that Mr. Pandaria is already out. It's out there, and we can play it. Let's play it. Let's play the game. It's not like that whatsoever. That is not what the beta is for. The beta is for you to go in and test classes and say, this fucking doesn't work. That doesn't work. Blizzard, this doesn't work. This isn't working correctly. My T-Rex is the size of the city. My Warlock Demonology melee strike hits for 90,000 damage. Nay, the beta is bugged to hell. We aren't actually missing that much. There's one zone open. The monk class is in some form, but it's heavily bugged. Anybody who's watched any of the monk healers, they don't use any mana. They're a healer that doesn't use any mana. Their damage is ridiculous. Classes are crashing. I think if you saw any of Swifty's videos, he also said that he couldn't press any other key besides these movement keys or it would crash the game. The game is so basic, bare bones, that you're literally, what Blizzard wants you to do is to log in, test things out and report bugs. Most people don't see it that way. They see it as an actual pre-release of the game, that we are getting to play the game before everybody else. It's not what it is. Yes, you are playing part of the game, but you are actually just supposed to test things, so don't worry about it too much. The other aspect of this is, from my point of view, is I'm pretty sure, ballers, I'm pretty goddamn sure, is that we will get the beta very soon anyway if you bought the annual pass. They are just seeing how many people are logging in, how many people can we afford to have on the servers without it causing major issues, and let's add more and more people. So overall, the fact that it came out in waves, even if you bought it on the first day, I'm fine with. I'm perfectly fine with. I do not see the problem. Yes, it was a bullshit in the marketing, which is shady. It has made me rethink stuff that Blizzard is going to release in terms of marketing, because they've never in the past really done something like this. Is it something to do with Activision being involved? Maybe. Don't care. It's still a Blizzard game, so I hold Blizzard responsible. Personally, I'm not bothered about your first part of the question. I think it's okay. I'm pretty sure we're going to get everybody who bought it pretty soon after it was announced at BlizzCon will get their beta invite shortly. And I'm talking within a couple of days. I'm pretty sure they're going to be sending out waves and an increased stress levels for the servers to keep things testing. Everybody, they might say, let's say 1 million people, which is what they said, about 1 million people sent out the annual pass, bought the annual pass and got a beta invite guaranteed. They might send out 100,000. Of that, maybe only 50% will log in as soon as they get the Mr. Pandaria beta client downloaded and test it. And after that, probably a lot of them will never log in again. They will actually just log in, check it out, and be very disappointed. Oh, I can only do one zone. I might have to, if I want to level up a panda from fresh, I have to do all the old content again. I don't want to do that. I'll just do the starting area, things like that, okay? They're just going to do the first zone, they'll do the starting area of Mr. Pandaria monk class, and then we'll log off, and then they will never play again. And that's not what Blizzard wants. They don't want you to experience content for the sake of it being in the final game. They want you to actually find bugs. Now, on to the second part. This is the bit that really fucks me off, okay? This is the bit you should be getting angry at, because it's a blatant lie. You said you had your account for 5 years, and Blizzard have said the people with the longest open accounts will have priority. That is just a straight up lie, and I really see why people are so angry at this comment, because Blizzard is lying to your damn face, unfortunately. I have had my account since vanilla beta. I have. I've always paid. I've paid Blizzard every month for the last 7 years. I have. And I didn't get a beta invite. I know other people who have also had their accounts since vanilla, a beginning of vanilla, did not get a beta invite, and they bought it on exactly the same day as I did. As soon as it was announced at BlizzCon, we bought it. That's ridiculous. To throw mud onto the fire, to really fan the flames, I know people who got their accounts in TBC, Cataclysm, and Wrath of the Lich King who got beta invites, and are not press people or anything like that, but they got their beta invites. This is what pisses me off. There was no need for Blizzard to go and say there is some sort of priority system for getting a beta invite, because it's not true. It isn't true, and it shouldn't be true. It should be a lottery, because Blizzard wants a variety of gamers to go in there. What they don't want, Blizzard doesn't want, or shouldn't want, should I say, is only endgame raiders, going into the game, because they will only care about the PvE content and will report endlessly on the PvE content. They don't want just the PvPers to go in there, because they're the hardcore PvPers and will report on the slightest, my gouge lasts half a second longer than it should. Okay, that is a bug. What they want is every kind of gamer. They want the casuals, they want the people who log in once a week, they want the people who love to level alts, they want people to actually level from 0 to 85 or 90 with the new classes and play through the content to find bugs as and when they happen. They want people to explore the world. What you'll have if you let only certain types of people in is very specific goals in mind. They won't care that, oh, this quest is slightly bugged, this zone graphic is slightly bugged. They won't give a goddamn. They will race to the end level, then they will raid, and they will tell you all about the raids. And that's it. So you can't let in specific categories of people. You need everybody. The whole thing should be a lottery. We're all going to get in eventually, that's fine, but it should be a total lottery. Why come out and say that there's a priority system in place based on your account when that is blatantly not true? It's been so obvious. How many people have said to me, I've got a beta invite, when did you get your account? Well, around Wrath of the Lich King time is when I started playing. It's clearly not true. What's even worse is people who have inactive accounts. They had inactive accounts until this was announced, then bought the annual pass to play again because they were happy with the deal and they were going to play Diablo 3 and they wanted to try a bit of Cataclysm. So they had inactive accounts since Wrath of the Lich King, all the way till this was announced in August, and then had their accounts get beta invites. I know of one guy who paid once for his annual pass and both his accounts got beta invites. That's frustrating. I would rather they just not say that. Why say it in the first place if it's not true? There may be some sort of priority, and perhaps there's an algorithm in place that's judging on various types of stuff, how many days played. But then again, I should still win across all my alts, which total around 15. Some of them aren't capped. The 10 main ones that you know of that are all capped, amongst them I have some ridiculously days played. Ridiculously large. Playing hardcore since pretty much vanilla, guys. So that's what pisses me off, because it's a blatant lie and Blizzard had no reason to say it. It doesn't make anyone feel better, especially the people who have the longest accounts and didn't get the beta invite, while they see other people in their friends list did get the beta invite who had accounts clearly much longer, much less time than they did. I think that's an absolute farce. That's what's made me really angry. The fact that I haven't had a beta invite, I don't really care. There's not much to test yet. If it was a case of... In fact, it's one of the main reasons that my channel is different to others, I think, anyway. You can think differently if you wish. But my content does not jump on the latest and greatest thing to hit. I'm not going to make a video, oh my god, did you see there's pet battling? Let's do pet battling. I couldn't give a shit about pet battling. It makes no difference to my personal play. I don't enjoy it. I'm not going to do it. So I'm not going to go, oh my god, this is in the game. Some people will want to know about it. I better make a YouTube video to make some money. No, absolutely not. There's a million channels out there that will do that for you. In fact, it's spammed everywhere. Even if you haven't had a beta invite, if you really wanted to know what was in the Mr. Pandera beta, you would have found it out within the first 50 minutes of the servers going live, as it was streamed and posted everywhere. There was YouTube videos flying up left and right of every single thing that is currently in the Mr. Pandera beta, if you really cared. And yes, we want to play it and try it ourselves and get our own little personal point of view. But at the moment, there's one zone, there's a starting area, and there's a hell of a lot of bugs with every single class, so we can't really do anything. We can't. If all of the zones were open, we could level to 90, we could do some raiding, we can do all that kind of stuff, we can investigate some PvP, we can try the new battlegrounds, we can actually explore the content as a whole, and we still hadn't had our beta invite. Feel free to fucking phone Blizzard and say, I want a refund. They're not going to give it to you. let's not get it wrong, they're not going to give it to you. They reserve the right to change the rules and regulations of their sales stuff. They're not going to give it to you, but that's when we can have a serious problem. If everything was released and we didn't have invites, fine. That's when we can lose our mind over this stuff, because that's absolute joke. As it is now, it's fine. It's really good. I've no problems with it. There's barely anything in the beta worth discussing from my point of view. The classes aren't worth talking about because they're so bugged. There's only one zone. I'm not asked about showing that content to you. If you want to see somebody leveling, go to Twitch or go to TGN or go to anywhere that has people playing beta and they are putting videos out left and right of them leveling and doing all this kind of crap. I personally find it boring, so I'm not going to do that. I don't mind other people doing that. There's a reason, and people do have a hunger for that kind of content. It just doesn't belong on my channel. I don't find it increasing your level of play. My channel is dedicated to increasing your level of play. I'm not going to do it because a lot. I mean, and this is a side question, but loads of people ask me, will I be playing, showing lots of Mr. Pandaria content? If I feel it can benefit my community, yes. If it's me trying to cash in on the Mr. Pandaria beta, no. No, I will not do that. That is absolutely against my morals of what content should be. I don't think you should sit and just watch me play. I don't like it. That's why I don't live stream my raids. A lot of the old members of the channel know this. So that's the answer. So getting back to your question, going off topic on a bit of a rant. No, I haven't had my mates invite. I played longer than you. My account has been longer than you, and I didn't get one either. I'm not that bothered. I'm really not. I'm not flying off the wall. I expected it. They announced it in October that it would be in waves. We've had months of preparation for this just because it wasn't made on some big post that your invite will be in waves. They did announce it months ago. I am angry that they said it's the priority system, and I can feel and understand all the people who spoke to me, who've had accounts for years and years and didn't get a beta invite, how angry they are at Blizzard and the emails they've been sending. I fully support that. It's an absolute lie. It was totally unnecessary for them to say it in the first place. The class guides, there'll be two. It's 1 week till the live web show, ballers. There'll be 2 class guides this week to get us back on track, as well as another mod spotlight. We'll be doing another question and answer because the emails are flying in left and right. Absolutely love it, guys. I'm out. I'm going to spend the rest of the evening with my fiance and enjoy my Saturday. Big filming Sunday tomorrow. If you're watching this on the Saturday, I know it's relatively late. I'll be filming the next class guide tomorrow. I will obviously be inviting people on my real ID who are members of the community to go ahead and join me in that video, so you can be in the video while I'm doing a commentary, etc. I'll see you then, ballers. You take it easy and don't get mad. Don't rage. Let's play cool.